know that because we just had that event, right? And some of the controversy, with the brothers, promoting a certain aspect of
the street life.
The street life. But, we were in the streets, right? Or the 5% has been in the streets, and that is a history that we have been involved in.
I have history in the streets. When I was coming up, I haven't always been the wise, civilized person that I am today. There's a dark side that I evolved from, and it caused me sometimes to go be incarcerated, to go to jail.
Even while you had knowledge?
While I had knowledge. Because the thing is this, I strive to tell this to people all the time. You can have all the knowledge in the world, but if you don't have no understanding to go along with that knowledge, you're going to act the same way you normally act because there's no understanding there. Knowledge only means to know. So you know certain things, you know the lessons, you can quote the lessons, and I think back in the day, I got knowledge of myself in 1968 in Spotswood Youth House in the Bronx. All right, I was like 15 years old. I got doing my little thing as an adolescent, and I got sent upstate to Oldsville State Training School for Boys in 1969. I was in Oldsville when the father got returned. I was up there with Black Sea Shamgar, Law Freedom, Hameen, firstborn Hameen, he's no longer with us. I found out that Allah Reality was up there when I was up there. Another guard named Allah Forever was up there. There's a couple of bills that I had at the parliament. I would say certain things, like when the father had got returned, we was going down to what is called the baseball field. The cottages were spread out. I was in state cottages. And we would sing, the cottages were lined up with one path going to the cafeteria, going to the gym. And we were singing Enlightenment going down that path. And that's because of the fact that we was going to sing the Enlightenment at the yard when the news came to us that the father got returned. But that, like I said, I was 15 at that time. And with knowledge of self, with no understanding. So I was ripping and running the streets, doing what I had to do. In all honesty, I was born and raised in Harlem, on 117th Street, Lenox Avenue, which was called Junkie's Paradise at the time, because everybody...
Junkie's Paradise.
Junkie's Paradise. Everybody down there was getting money from drugs, from heroin. It was deep, all in that area. And everybody from Harlem in that area back in the 60s, that's what was going on. So I was always surrounded by gangsters and pimps and hoes and hustlers and things of that nature. And I wanted to be a gangster as I came up. That's what I wanted to be, because that's all I saw. So after I became what I wanted to become, I changed my life around. I wanted to be a righteous person after 25 years off and on of my life in jail.
So from 68
to 68 different years, 68, 70, 73, different years I was going in and out, returning revolving door. My last bid was 1981. 1981. I had to sell of a controlled substance in Divine C, because I got family and history in Divine C. That's how I know a lot of people in Divine C, from the dead world and the righteous world. And that's where my man, I Ad, Unique. I met I Ad Unique down here, and we had a good relationship.
In 81?
Uh-huh.
In 81 you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was in that area all in that time. And but I was up there prior to 81. I got arrested in 81. Got convicted in 80. I got arrested in 80 and got convicted in 81. I was sent to Lewisburg Federal Penitentiary. For a period of supposed to have been 10 years, 13 years. Supposed to have been. I did 5 years. About 5 years, 2 weeks, and a few days, and I got released in 1986. September 8th, matter of fact, got an anniversary coming up. September the 8th, 1986, is when I made myself on the scene being just and true. So all that years that I had before, everybody I know or knew that had knowledge of self, besides a couple of the firstborn, I didn't know that they was firstborn at the time. Like Black Messiah, I knew him. I didn't know that he was a firstborn. I didn't know that Bismillah or Naheem was a firstborn at that time, but I knew him. And when I was incarcerated, those are people that I ended up meeting throughout the course of my going through Rikers Island, you know, going to Spofford Youth House, going upstate to Otisville State Training School, you know, Woodburn Correctional Facility, and then end up going to Warkill. Then I end up going to Camp Adirondack, which is an upstate camp. Came out, did a couple of months on Rikers Island, came out, ended up going to the feds.
You must do your own research, as I did.
If Mecca did this.